Gen Z furious over social media ban in Nepal. Spending hours daily on Facebook, Instagram. Just imagine. The streets of Kathmandu packed with crowds. Faces burning with anger, placards in hand, and young people waving their mobile phones in the air. These are the 𝐼𝐸𝐴𝐻 kids who wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is open Instagram, who post stories on Snapchat in between classes, and who scroll endlessly through Facebook before going to bed at night. But suddenly, one day the government announced social media is banned. 26 major platforms were blocked. And that's when the anger of this generation exploded. This isn't just the story of an internet shutdown. It's the rebellion of a generation that cannot even imagine life without digital screens. Today, we'll dive deep into this issue. But before that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you're always the first to get updates on our latest videos. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. The recent order by the Nepal government has sent shockwaves across the country. The government announced that any social media platform wishing to operate in Nepal must open an office locally, register with the authorities, and set up a grievance redressal system. Platforms like TikTok and Viber complied with these rules and were spared. But giants like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and dozens of other apps were blocked. As soon as this news spread in Kathmandu, thousands of young people poured onto the streets. Their anger was clear. Don't take away our world. This is the generation we call Gen Z, those born between 1997 and 2012. These are the kids who grew up as the internet and smartphones transformed the world, and now they've come of age. Their lives are deeply digital. Friendships, love, studies, work, and entertainment all revolve around the online space. Research showed that Gen Z spends 4 to 6 hours daily on social media. That's nearly a quarter of their day. Watching reels on Instagram, scrolling through YouTube shorts, laughing at memes, and checking friends' stories. This is their everyday life. So when Nepal imposed the ban, it wasn't just about restricting the internet. It felt like an attack on their very identity. Young people argue that social media is not just a pastime. It is their voice, their space of expression, their bridge to the outside world. And now that the government has taken it away, they feel as if their generation is being silenced. Just imagine a college student's life without Instagram. No daily posts, no stories, no joy from likes and comments. Facebook debates, group chats, meme sharing, all cut off in an instant. It's like suddenly taking away children's playgrounds. For Gen Z, this ban isn't just digital censorship, it's a personal loss. The Nepal government, on the other hand, has its own reasoning. Officials argue that social media companies are making money in the country without taking any responsibility. Complaints of fake news, cybercrime, and online fraud were on the rise. The government wants these companies to set up local offices so accountability can be enforced. But the big question is, was the punishment too harsh, effectively shutting down the entire digital life of a generation? For Gen Z, social media habits go far beyond entertainment. This generation sees social media as a primary source of information. Where earlier people relied on newspapers and television, today's youth catch breaking news on Twitter or Instagram. Whether it's the start of a protest movement or the launch of a new fashion trend, these platforms are where it all begins. That's why when the ban was imposed in Nepal, young people felt it wasn't just about blocking apps. It was about silencing their voices. If we look at statistics, platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat dominate youth culture in countries like India. Instagram especially is the #1 choice. The 𝐼𝐸𝐴𝐻 trend is visible in Nepal, which is why the ban hit so hard. A report by Visinotech reveals that Gen Z spends most of its time on short videos and memes. A 15-second reel or a 30-second YouTube short. If it doesn't grab their attention in the first 3 seconds, they swipe it away. That's the habit of this generation, Fast, dynamic, and visual. Memes have practically become their language. Whether it's mocking politics, venting about academic stress, or expressing relationship struggles, everything is said through memes. And now, when that very language has been snatched away, it's only natural that anger has erupted. On the streets of Nepal, the faces of protesting students showed not just anger, but also fear. Fear that if this ban became permanent, their entire generation would be cut off from the world. One college student told the media, "For us, social media isn't just entertainment, it's also a career path. We create content on YouTube, we collaborate with Bradsa on Instagram. If all this is shut down, we'll be unemployed." This makes it clear the ban isn't only about personal freedom, it's also tied to the economy and employment. In today's world, countless young people earn through content creation. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have become sources of livelihood. In a small country like Nepal, where job opportunities are already limited, digital platforms had given thousands of young people a chance to build careers. And now, with that door slammed shut, frustration has only grown. Globally, social media has never been just a tool for entertainment. It influences politics, connects societies, and sometimes becomes the driving force behind protests against governments. From the Arab Spring to the Hong Kong protests, social media gave people a stage for their voices. This, in fact, is the very fear of the Nepal government, that the same platforms could be used against them. But the bigger question is banning really the solution? Wouldn't it be better if the government and companies work together to find a balanced approach? One that protects citizens' freedoms while also safeguarding national security? Changing the habits of Gen Z is no easy task. This is the generation that breathes in digital air. Take away the internet and social media, and they feel incomplete. That's why Nepal's ban is not just a matter of policy. It is a mirror reflecting the restlessness of an entire generation. This controversy in Nepal also raises a bigger question. Could the same thing happen in other countries? Could governments in nations like India ever impose such restrictions on social media companies? And if that happened, what would be the impact on the lives of millions of young people? In today's world, social media has become nothing less than digital oxygen. And when oxygen is taken away, people naturally suffocate and rebel. Nepal's Gen Z are in the streets precisely because of that suffocation. This story teaches us one powerful lesson. Technology gives strength, but it also creates dependency. And when that very technology is suddenly snatched away, rebellion is born. Nepal's social media ban is not just a story of one nation. It is a warning for the future. Every country in the world must now decide how to strike the balance between freedom and control.
If you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.